You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching episode 7 of Cabinet of Curiosities. We're getting close to the very end. Just gonna give you my first initial thoughts on this episode. Definitely give me your thoughts on the previous episodes. What is your favorite so far? I should have my rankings up by next episode, so stay tuned for that. But I will have to say, this series has been really crazy from start to finish. I feel like we've gotten some really quality stories. But unfortunately, I have to say this is probably the weakest episode that I've seen thus far. Um, so, yeah, this episode was very weird and kind of random to me. And just, I can appreciate certain things from it. It's not all bad. But as far as just kind of getting us into this story, I think it had to be the weakest. So you have all these like different people that come from different walks of life. Like one person is like an astrophysicist, scientist, and then like a person's like an archaeologist or just like a historian. You got a person that's like a musician. So they all get invited to this rich guy's house, and this rich guy's house kind of like his house just looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, which I can really appreciate. Speaking about the music for a second, the music is very 80s heavy, but it seems like it was taking place like right in the like late 70s, or I could be off by that, but it's just so random. I just don't know how I feel about this episode because like I said, like you have all these people getting invited to this rich guy's house, and then he does what a host normally does, makes his guests feel comfortable, gets them some beverages. People start sipping on some alcohol and stuff like that, and then he just, as he's explaining himself and just a lot of different things, it gets more and more wild as he starts to pass around cocaine next, and mixes it with some type of blue stuff. It's like some type of blue magic or something. It looked like meth to me. I don't know, but they started snorting that, and then finally at the last like probably like 40 minutes, like at the 40-minute mark, he finally reveals like, I'm going to tell you exactly why you guys are here, because I feel like you guys are the only ones that could understand this. And pretty much what he shows them is this rock. And some people are like, you really drug us out this far just to show us a rock? But there's something mystical, or there's just something evil about this rock. And then something awakens in it. And then that's where things get kind of cool, is where once this rock starts to open and reveal what it really is, it's like this demonic energy or something like that. It starts to melt people's faces, literally, and electrocute people, and then just something becomes birthed out of that. And it's very random. There's no really rhyme or reason, or just I don't know, maybe the point went over my head, but this was the weakest episode by far to me. I'd be surprised if people like this episode, to be honest. There's not too much to the story. Don't really care for none of the characters, and that's a shame because like I said, they've been really firing off on all cylinders so far, and for this to be kind of the weakest one, I'm not too upset. But like I said, like I like the soundtrack, and somewhat like the creature design. It's a little iffy with the CG, with the monster mixed with like kind of the practical effects. But I feel like I wish it had a better story surrounding it, so it kind of made more sense. This one was just really random, and I didn't much so favor that. But if you like this episode, let me know in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.